Welcome to my channel. My name is Matthias. Today we're going to talk about Jason Aaron's run on Doctor Strange. And the thing is, I'm not a big Doctor Strange fan. I've never got into any one of his series, but I saw this one at my local comic book shop, saw Bachalo's art on the cover, and for some reason I was drawn to it, gave it a chance. And boy, I had a really fun ride. And I'm jumping in the middle of the run, so I have no idea what happened prior to this. There's this whole thing with this group of villains called Empirical that want to destroy magic. And we're sort of dealing with the whole aftermath of that conflict between Empirical and Doctor Strange. So we're going to cover Doctor Strange issues 11 to 16. And again, I'm jumping into the deep end, but I like this so much that I'm going to go back and buy the whole run because I feel like Jason Aaron has a real good grasp on Doctor Strange, the character himself. So as I mentioned earlier in this video, we had this whole confrontation between Empirical and Doctor Strange, and in their final climactic battle, they have left magic in a very weakened state. And not only magic in general, Doctor Strange has lost most of his powers. Issue 11 sort of revolves around the fact that Doctor Strange is sort of getting used to the fact he's much weaker now, and he still is Sorcerer Supreme. He has to protect Earth from magical threats. So the story starts off, we have Doctor Strange who gets his ass kicked by this minor demon. It's actually like this demon parasite. And I forgot to mention, it's so cool how the creative team shows how Doctor Strange sees the world, how he sees all these paranormal beings floating around, coexisting with normal humans, but they're invisible to everyone except for him. So the main focus that we get in these issues is Doctor Strange needing to use more of his wit and having to think his way out of these situations and being creative. So it's a really interesting angle, at least for me. In issue 12, he's dealing with this evil magical being that seems to be his dark side he purged out of his system, something like that. It happened during his confrontation with the Empirical, so I don't know very well what's the deal with this guy. The cool thing that we get with this issue is the return of Mordo. So we get the whole setup that we're going to get a confrontation between Strange and Mordo. And at least for me, that's super cool because it's the first time I see them go toe-to-toe. Also, we get the return of Dormammu. I've already seen Strange go toe-to-toe against him in New Avengers, but that's also pretty awesome. So we get this first confrontation between Mordo and Strange, and Carl is totally appalled by the fact that Strange is using very basic spells against him. And right when he's going to throw the killing blow against Stephen Strange, what happens is he gets snatched away by Nightmare. So in issue 13, we have Doctor Strange going up against Nightmare. And again, it's super cool to see how he's able to defeat him. He's using his creativity. And what Stephen Strange actually does, he actually funnels every single nightmare into himself. He commits like this ultimate sacrifice, giving everyone a good night's sleep. But what happens with Nightmare, he's debilitated because he only feeds off one person, Doctor Strange. And there's when Strange puts in his killing blow. He doesn't actually kill Nightmare. Actually, Nightmare can't be killed in the first place. I just wanted to say killing blow because it sounds cool. Then after that, in issue 14, we have Doctor Strange falling into Satana's part of Marvel's Hell. And this is a really fun issue because her version of hell is this like trendy restaurant that when you eat the food, you feel like shit and you're possessed by this demon. I find it pretty hilarious that Master Pandemonium, this old school West Coast Avengers villain, is the chef to this restaurant because he has ties to Mephisto, so on and so forth. So while you're going through these issues, Chris Bachalo's art is really fantastic and it really lends itself very well to this side of the Marvel Universe, the magical side. And especially in this issue, it looks really awesome. He really lets go here. Like, look at this page. So Strange is able to escape hell, but then he gets captured by Orb, that really weird character that stole the Watcher's Eye during the original sin. And I gotta say, he's a real piece of work. Like, the issue dedicated to him, boy, it's a doozy. And in the final issue, we have this explosive battle between Doctor Strange, Mordo, Dormammu, that it's really worth reading. And I really recommend you guys, if you haven't read this run, dive into it just like I did. It's a lot of fun. I'm going to leave it here. Hope you guys liked it. See you guys next time. Bye.